Welcome to Keep On Casting. Today we're fishing with Living the Dream Outfitters over here at Toledo Bend. It's a little windy, a little rough, a little front came through. We got a crew right here. We got Josh and Jimbo gonna be our guys, and we're gonna see what we can do. But I know one thing, we're gonna have fun fishing today. See y'all in a little bit.
Keep On Casting is sponsored by the Prop Shop. We're more than just props. Abu Garcia, built for life. Berkeley, catch more fish. Real Outfitters, proud to be the first family-owned tackle store in Thibodaux, Louisiana.
I'm Josh McCarty, one of the guides here with Living the Dream Guide Service. I got this redneck crew here. We're gonna go out and bounce around on Toledo Bend. We had a big nasty storm came through last night, some tornadoes. But we're gonna go give her a shot. I know where there's some fish. We're just gonna go see if they can bite.
Nobody's mentioned about sac-a-lait or crappie, but that's what we're going after, hopefully. Like Josh said, we had a little storm come through. We got some wind today. The crappie have been biting somewhat. They're a little behind. They should be biting a little better than what they are, but hopefully today they're gonna pick up a little bit and we'll catch a few. We're gonna be fishing some humps. There's not a lot of fish on the brush piles, so we're gonna be fishing some shallow humps, trying to pick up some fish that are post-spawn, hopefully.
Fish shiner right through the eye socket. Make him wiggle.
Look, hey, fish on.
Take time, buddy. Take time.
Oh, that's a big one. Oh, yeah, that's huge.
Looks like a goop.
Oh, yeah, it's huge. Look at that goose. A goose. Oh, that's a filet, bro. That's the best thing so far. Oh, yeah, we'll get the tomato gravy going there. You pull that line for me. Kind of pull it tight. A little tighter. There you go.
All right, so when we're sitting still and we're looking at the graph, obviously we're not moving. Thus, any return that we get as the signal bounces off of something will be solid and flat, unless it's a fish. A fish swims and moves around and goes up and down and shows up and disappears, and that's how you can tell the difference between a fish and a log. The yellow and orange is the bottom. This solid line that came up and it was going back down is a fish sitting right next to the bottom. There's also another one right up here that's real shallow. And as you can see, right here he went back to the bottom and now he's kind of swam off and just kind of disappeared. But they just steady moving around down there. When we're looking at just plain sonar, there's not really a whole lot of adjustments to be made. But you know, when we start using the imaging, side imaging, down imaging, you switch the hertz levels to give you clearer pictures. And with those, you have to be moving for them to work. Generally, it's at least 3 miles an hour. And they create an overlay with the sonar, and it gives you like a picture of, instead of seeing a solid flat line like we would see on a tree or a log, you actually see the actual tree or log or whatever it is, and you can actually see the individual fish as opposed to a fish making a solid line on the sonar. I got a bite while ago.
Bites every time. It's a lot, I can tell you that much.
Oh, he let go. We'll catch him right here. Watch. Oh, look at that! I told you there was a fish down there. Nice little old sac-a-lait. Mwah.
So Josh, what's the difference? I like to hook mine through the lips like that.
Mm-hmm.
Some people hook them through the back.
Right.
What you prefer?
So what we've learned is that sac-a-lait will always eat their prey face first. So the closer to their face you have the hook, the more likely you are to get the hook in the fish's mouth. So I personally just go right through the eyeballs when I'm teaching people, because the minnow don't need to see anyway. Yeah. And it's easy. You know, some people will do it through the lips. If they know what they're doing, that's fine, but their brain is right there. You know, you go a little too deep, they don't end up swimming.
Yeah, plus if you go through the eyes, they don't get as scared.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
They don't get as scared through the eyes. Oh!
Another. Oh, now you see now it look good. Hold on now, y'all.
Where we going with that?
Water.
Fire it up.
Dang it.
Where we going with that, boo?
Have your hummus out?
Yummy, yummy. On my tummy. Stop. Mwah. Mwah. Ow, hook in my finger.
Oh, fish on. Fish on. Uh-oh, it better not be a bad because Fred's gonna get after it.
That's a sac-a-lait.
Oh, nice one. That's a little slab there.
See the hook? That's what it does when you hook them through the eyes or through the lips. You get that fish in the roof of the mouth every single time and they won't get off.
Mm-hmm. Pass that wood, boy. You'll get out the way. Hey, y'all just give him y'all pull there. Let him catch him because y'all can't catch nothing.
That's like me too. You pushed it up. Pushed it up
How
about
you hook him?
right through the eye socket.
Oh, he can't see who's coming to eat him either.
But what it does is the way the
That's
hook
humane.
positioned in there in the front.
Yeah, that's humane.
When you hook it through the eye, you catch him in the roof of the mouth 99% of the time. You hook him in the back, or anywhere, you'll catch him in the side of the mouth, and that's when you lose.
Yeah.
Give me that soft spot.
Well, it's good going through the eyes like that. That little shiner can't see what's going to eat him. So it works out well for both of them, you know. Man, hey, hold up. Hey, let Ron change this one. let Ron have it.
Give me that pole.
There you go, baby.
Ribeye in the water.
Pick up your shirt.
Fish on behind.
You want to see it real good?
That's big. Not as big as I thought it was.
Good catch. Broke the line.
Show him Peter. Show him Peter.
You told him his name was Fred, not Peter. I'm just catching that time. No. This right here. This is pole right here. Oh, you little dirty dog, you.
Shark, hey, right. Oh yeah.
Hang on.
Yeah, let me get.
Hey, Bub, put your phone down there.
He won't even beat my
I
hook.
just want to be able to get the fish in the water.
Oh, did you like? He's hooked. He's hooked pretty good. I could probably put him back in there.
Now what y'all call this one?
Thibodeau.
Is this one a white one? A yellow one? What y'all call that?
Let me drop his draw, see what he got down.
Put his pants down. What's going on? Yeah.
So this is a pretty typical average, maybe just a touch over average, about a 1 pound fish, 13 inches long, maybe 12 and a half. Just a good old healthy Toledo toad.
Yeah, whole time. I can see.
You know Grafton Dermatology as one of Louisiana's premier skincare and skin cancer treatment centers. Grafton Dermatology will bring your beautiful body to its healthy fullest. Grafton Dermatology provides advanced treatment for all skin conditions, repairing, healing, enhancing. Grafton Dermatology, defining healthier skin and beautiful bodies for over 15 years.
LA Boat Works is your one-stop shop for all your custom boat needs. They have custom camo paint, rigging, gator glide, and can also do complete boat restorations. They also have Sea Deck, a non-skid flooring that can be installed in any boat, fiberglass or aluminum. If you're in the market for a new custom-built boat, go check out the guys at Relentless Boats. They can build any boat you can dream up, from surface drives to bay boats. They will help you design your boat from the ground up, and believe me, these things really perform. Keep On Casting is sponsored by the Prop Shop. We are more than just props. Bourgeois Meat Market, miracles in meat since 1891. Bronco Industries, leading the field in industrial construction and fabrication.
Shoot, Jim, we got a crew here, man. You got a Boudreaux back there. I don't know what you call the rest of them. We got half rednecks, half Cajuns. We in trouble today, partner.
Yeah, I see that. You know, they look like they're all in like 50s, maybe even early 60s.
Yeah.
But they act like they're 12.
Well, they weren't born premature, they were born immature.
This one really is fine.
Hey,
To your left.
I saved the bait. Monday he was Golden said to come. And he was working on fence. They gotta put some
Nice.
electric fence up. That old fence line that we're clearing out.
Looked him right in the nose.
Phones out there, a plan.
Get out of it.
Really? We're getting bit here, so might stay right here.
You still a crank and a half off the bottom,
We're
huh?
catching some decent ones. All right, well, be careful. I'll holler at you here in a little while. Okay. All right. Michael said that.
Ooh, that's a big brim. Big old brim. Throw him in the boat.
We don't discriminate.
What we're doing here is just basically going to the bottom and then reeling up about 2 cranks. The fish are pretty much on the bottom or close to the bottom. All you gotta do is very simple. Put it down, raise it up, let it go down. Wait till your line gets slack. Pull it up, reel it up tight, and reel up about 2 cranks. And hopefully a fish will bite.
Got profiling with it?
Yeah, he's talking about you, Boudreaux. He said, you know, when you joined team Keep On Casting there with your prop shop, you were supposed to take us out and catch fish. Show us how to catch fish. You ain't caught nothing yet. What's the problem?
Hey, I'm letting y'all catch it. That's what it's about.
Oh.
Hey, I don't want to catch all the fish. I mean, it's gonna look bad on y'all.
I'm trying to figure out how we in the middle of this lake with nothing around. How we catching fish right here? What's the structure, Boo? What's the structure?
Well, we know we got some trees because everybody's getting home. There's fish on over there.
Oh,
We got a guy down there with a camera.
that's a good sack
That's a
right
good
there,
one.
buddy.
Where's the net? Ron said, no, Ron said.
Well, that's a big one.
Yeah.
I just want to touch it.
I'm going over here.
There you go. Turn the pole out.
That's Toledo Bend.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna wait a
Yeah,
couple of minutes.
that's a pretty tail, isn't it?
We'll wait a couple of minutes and I'm gonna hold it.
Hey, wait your turn.
Oh, there he is.
Fish on.
Sac-a-lait?
Ooh.
I don't think so.
Ooh.
I don't think. You think? Running like that?
Oh, yeah.
That's a big,
Good one.
a hell of a sac-a-lait.
white bass.
That's what I figured. That wasn't no sack. Oh, we all tangled now. Hard, you got to get the hell out of the way when I hook a fish like that, son.
I'll let Jim talk about that fish.
Look,
That
he's got-
white bass?
He's got
I
a
don't,
baby,
I don't, all
what
I
is
know
that,
is they're
shad?
pain to clean.
And he got one of my minnows. But Jimbo, tell him the difference between a white bass and a stripe and a hybrid. What's this one?
That's a white bass. Tell by the lines on him, he's straight, and the coloration. A striper will be more vivid lines. There'll be darker lines. Usually have a wider belly on a striper. And then there's a barfish, which is another, it's called a yellow bass. He's got more defined lines, and he's yellow, but this is a white bass here. And there are a lot of them in here.
Size limit on the lake or?
No, no size limit, but there is a limit, 25.
Shoot.
And they're very fun to catch.
Well, let's go fish for these.
You did.
Okay, well, this is a relatively ironic situation as Bubba just caught that white bass on that jig that you see there. However, as he was taking the jig out of his mouth, the fish spit out one of our shiners and the shad there that he had just eaten. So that fish has been busy eating.
He's hungry.
Hungry.
I'm a perch catching bull. How many species have I caught today, huh? what kind of perch is that? I call them Indian perch.
That's a gullah perch.
Boy, you talking about catch shoe pig, boo.
I was like, all right, we got one more stop, boys.
a perch on it.
I don't think you got a big line, do you?
To save the audience from any more of this, from this TV show, keep on casting. Let's see what's in the kitchen.
Skin cancer is the most common cancer in the United States. In fact, more skin cancers are diagnosed each year than all other cancers combined. Most skin cancers are caused by too much exposure to the sun. The good news is that you can do a lot to protect yourself. Catch skin cancer early so that it can be treated effectively. Finding it early is the best way to make sure it can be treated with success. Call Grafton Dermatology for a consultation.
In times of catastrophic events, it's good to know that the team of professionals handling environmental cleanup are also faces that we know. They know us. In times of disaster, the team at ES&H is second to none when it comes to quickly cleaning our environment.
When you need the right response, right now.
Isn't it good to know that those involved in the cleanup also live right here in our backyard? We all have a vested interest. ES&H, cleaning up so that we all can enjoy what nature has to offer.
Keep On Casting Cooking is brought to you by Rouse's. Fresh food, fresh daily. All right, folks, today I'm here with Nick Terracina. He volunteered to come down, do a little cooking for us. What you gonna show us today?
Today we're gonna cook, we've got some fresh mangrove snapper they caught today. So everybody kind of fries fish different. What I like to do is I'm gonna mix half Zatarain's fish fry, crispy southern, and I'm gonna mix that with some yellow cornmeal. Kind of like to go half and half on that. The cornmeal kind of gives it a little extra crispiness. And then to season my fish, I like to put a little bit mustard. That kind of helps it crisp up. I like to use Cajun Chef hot sauce and a little seasoned oil. And that's pretty much what we go with. That'll be good. And we're just gonna kind of mix that up, dip it in our batter and go at it. Some beautiful fillets they caught today. They're the perfect size for frying.
In South Louisiana, we can always run out there. We catch speckled trout, we catch redfish, we catch red snapper, mangrove snapper. It's awesome. We never run out of food.
You never run out of food. And you can't beat fresh fish, nothing like it.
Fresh.
All right, when our grease is ready, we're gonna go ahead and drop them in. Also, when I fry my fish, I like to pat them down, get all the water off. That helps get them a lot crispier. And you never want to put too much in the grease, because then that will cool the grease off and they won't cook as well. I think we're good to go.
Ready to go.
All right, so we went about 5 minutes. We checked them. Perfectly golden brown, cooked to perfection. Let them dry off a little bit, and they're ready to go.
Now, what do you find the difference between red snapper and mangrove, Nick? You find a lot of difference? Mangrove's better?
I like the mangrove a little better.
I do too.
To me, it tastes a little sweeter, I guess, and a little milder. Probably one of my favorite fried fish.
No doubt.
There we go.
So ready to go with the fried fish part?
Let's see how that came out. Perfect.
Very good.
You can find this recipe and more at keeponcastingtv.com.
This is a ticket stub. You'd normally toss it out, but not today. Today, you're in Louisiana. Today, you took a face-flattening high-octane airboat through the marsh and ended up back in the time of dinosaurs. Today, you savored seafood that hadn't crossed state lines. Today, you danced till your soul felt good and your souls ached. That ticket stub, you tuck it away as a reminder, because today, you're in Louisiana.
La Tour Golf Club, the region's leading residential golfing community, is nestled amid beautiful landscaped greens and peaceful lakes. The 18-hole 72-par course was designed by PGA Tour champion David Toms. Golfers can enjoy the fully stocked golf pro shop, driving range, and putting greens. The family can also enjoy Latour Bar and Grill, which offers delicious cuisine, the Bayou region's premier golfing community. Live the life with Latour.
Closed captioning provided by Humdinger Lures, the bass catchingest lures on the planet.
It's a brim.
A brim. That's a Mexican brim.
Oh, there's a yellow shark.
No.
What color that is?
Oh no, Indian, you have a feather on it. Net him, net him.
That's, we got him.
It's a big one. That's the big. That's the big.
He swallowed it.
He's all right. No perch.
That's a big one. It's like. There you go.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. That eats better than sac-a-lait all day long. You don't want to film this one.
Oh, come here, baby. Potato chip.
Hey, that's what happens when you put a small minnow on, son. Right there, boo. Small minnow, small fish. You know what I'm saying?
There you would. What we got? A bass? That's a crappie.
Thanks.
Well, I've caught some of them today. Well, JT calls this a fish taco right here.
Oh, that's a taco. It's taco. That's a Mexican bass then.
Look, he got some yellow line
Hey, Hispanic.
on him.
He does.
Yeah, really.
What if it was inside the net?
Because we're going green here. We don't want the little fishes to see who's eating them. So we just take the eyes out.
And what's the reason you hook them through the eyes like that, B?
We catch them in the, how you call it, the palate. We catch them in the palate of their mouth.
Every time.
It's like that when they go to the dentist, it ain't no big deal. You know, the dentist won't affect them.
Shh. Fred, be quiet.
Fish
There's your horn.
Don't go up. Don't go up. Flag. Don't go up. Don't go up. Flag. Don't go up. Is that a white sac-a-lait? Is that a black one? Is that a yellow?
It's a black.
He ain't got no feathers.
He ain't got no feather on his head. So he ain't no Indian.
Every time.
This fish can see it swim right in that.
Oh, B, what you got?
Yeah, you've been waiting on it.
Like a cat daddy. Oh, foul hook brim.
Hey, look, I got the touch. It's just, hey.
Anybody can catch him in the mouth.
You feel him breathe on it, right?
Breathe on it and pass it by. That's a drive-by, you call it. Well, that's for the regular folks who catch them in the palate. But for people like me with the sensitivity I got, they just pass by and it's called a drive-by. I just hook them. I just jam them up. I should be from New Orleans, but I'm not.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I gotta apologize today. We brought Boudreaux, that owns the prop shop, on board. Keep on casting might never be the same. Matter of fact, anybody watching this show, your life could be changed.
Hey, we live in the dream. Every day is Saturday. Every day is Saturday, boys. Fish on. Oh, he's a big one. He's a big one. Don't film him. Don't film him. He's a big one. He's a big one. Get in there. He's coming hot, boys. Coming hot. Woo! All right, I'm done. As y'all can see, we caught a bunch of fish. I'm gonna let the other ones have their turn now because I done overstayed my deal here. There's just so much pressure. So much pressure on me. You going in the box.
Oh yeah, that's the right one.
Can him up over here, boys. Oh, if y'all didn't see the one I caught there, this is it again. I'm gonna show y'all again. This is the one I caught right here. It's a nice fish. Caught me a nice one right here.
That was mine.
Just in case y'all missed me.
Hey,
look, how you like me now?
How you like me?
How you like me now? Alright. We're catching them now, boys. Come on, where you at? Come on up. Yep.
Hollywood.
Living a dream, baby.
Hollywood, we're going to the Caesars.
We want to thank JT with Living the Dream Guide Service. We want to thank Keith Boudreaux right here with the prop shop. We want to thank our guys today, Josh and Jimbo. I want to thank our military. And everybody keep on casting. So Boudreaux's little buddy Thibodeau came over to visit him. He says, Boudreaux, he said, I've fallen ill and I don't have much time to live. Can you give me some advice? Boudreaux said, man, yeah, Till. He said, go buy an old pickup truck. He said, marry the ugliest girl in the swamp. And he said, get you a trailer. And he said, y'all move in. Thibodeau said, Boudreaux, how is that gonna help me lengthen my life? He says, well, whatever time you got left, it's gonna make it feel like it's gonna last forever.
Gonna love the moon. C'est le club d'être à Lafayette. She gonna love the moon. She gonna love the moon. C'est beau danser avec tous les jolies filles. She gonna love the moon. She gonna love the moon. Danse avec les filles, oui c'est juste pour m'amuser. Je bois le bon Red Stripe pour me rafraîchir. Moi l'aime les faits dodo, puis moi l'aime les haricots. C'est ça qu'on appelle la joie de vivre. Et quand je me sens paré, je connais à you mange.